And over in Butler, Pennsylvania tonight, local law enforcement is blasting back at comments made today by the acting director of the U.S. Secret Service that took aim at the local agencies. NewsNation investigative correspondent Rich McHugh is live in Butler. He joins us with the response. A lot of blame going around, Rich, especially when it comes to local law enforcement where you are in Butler. What are they saying?
Well, Hannah, they're not having it. These guys, I spoke to them just a few hours ago, and they said normally they would not even do this, but because the Secret Service is on Capitol Hill, saying it this way, they feel obligated to set the record straight. I spoke with them for about 40 minutes a few hours ago. Pat Young, he's the head of this Beaver County SWAT team that was kind of tasked with this area, and the local DA, Nate Bible. They pushed back hard on some of these claims. I specifically said to them, look, the Secret Service was on Capitol Hill today, and they said, we assumed that the state and locals had it, referring to the roof. We made an assumption. Pat Young said, look, we had no communication. He reiterated, we had no communication with the Secret Service that day, and we were expecting to. And it was the role of the Secret Service to have sightline of that building. But let's listen to him in his own words. Here he is.
Somehow that we should have had line of sight on not only the crowd, but the area to the side of the building where the shooter was eventually located is kind of ridiculous when you think about trying to do both things. The snipers are concentrated on a very defined mission and looking for very defined threats. The ability to redeploy to another area is also kind of this ridiculous notion that's out there that somehow our guys, despite guidance from Secret Service, could somehow, because they thought that this was not the right place to be, to relocate to a better vantage point is almost laughable in some regards, because, you know, think about it, if our guys were to move from their position onto the roof line, what that might cause in response from Secret Service counter snipers who did not have direct communication with us. It was only through intermediaries that they had communication.
Now, Young couldn't have been more clear. It was his team that spotted this the shooter roughly an hour before the actual shooting took place. They raised it up the chain of command. He said, what happened there is up to the Secret Service and in Butler County, the team there. So more to come on this front, Hannah.
Yeah, I know you'll be following it very closely, Rich McHugh. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.